Hi friends, this is Manikanta Prasanna Kumar. Welcome to my channel Maths with Money. You can follow me on my Facebook page Maths with Money. Regarding myself, I cleared RRB NTPC and also SSC CGL, and I have selected as Customs Inspector in CGL 2017. Friends, in this video, we will discuss all the formulas in trigonometry. So just revise all the formulas in trigonometry. Basically, in trigonometry, we have three main topics. Okay. What are those topics? First one is angle measurement of an angle, and trigonometric ratios, and one more thing, heights and distance, maxima and minima, and heights and distance. So totally four topics. Okay, and this measurement of angle is some basic topic in trigonometry. Okay, now I'll tell you all the formulas in these four topics of trigonometry. Okay, first we'll start with measurement of angle. Measurement of angle. How we can measure an angle? Angle can be measured in three systems. One is degrees, and another one is grades, and another one is radians. Okay, there is a relation between these three types of systems. What is that? Pi radians is equal to 180 degrees is equal to 200 gradians. With this relation, we will convert one system to another system. Suppose in our exam, it may be in prelims or mains, for suppose 2 pi by 7 radians, convert this 2 pi by 7 radians into degrees or into grades, whatever maybe he may ask. Is it clear? So please remember this relation. And the next is length of the arc. Length of the arc, for suppose in a circle, arc makes a central angle of theta, and L is the length of the arc and R is the radius of the circle or sector, then L is equal to R theta. That means L proportional to R theta. If theta is constant, L1 by L2 is equal to R1 by R2. Or if R is constant, then L is proportional to theta, or L1 by L2 equal to theta 1 by theta 2. Or if L is constant, then what is the relation between R and theta? R theta is constant, or R is inversely proportional to theta. So this is about the length of the arc in a circle. Okay. So when you take theta, theta may be in radians or in degrees. In both the cases, theta measurement should be same. Okay. These are the basics. Now we will go to the trigonometric ratios. It is very important. Trigonometric ratios and also identities. In case of trigonometric ratios, these are not only applicable for right angle triangles. They are also applicable for scalene triangles. But formulas of trigonometric ratios in scalene triangles are different and in right angle triangles are different. First, I will tell you formulas of trigonometric ratios in scalene triangles. For suppose there is a triangle ABC with sides ABC. Okay, then what is the value of sine rule? What is sine rule? It is A by sine A equal to B by sine B and C by sine C. Small a, small b, small c are the sides of the triangle, and capital A, capital B, capital C are the angles of the triangles at those vertices. All are equal and equal to 2 times of capital R, where capital R is radius, circumradius. Okay. And what about cosine rule? These two are sufficient for our exam, like SSC. Okay. So what is cosine rule? Cosine rule means cos A. Cos of angle at one vertex is equal to sum of the squares of the sides or sum of the squares of the adjacent sides at that vertex. E vertex की adjacent sides. B square plus C square minus square of the opposite side, that is A square, by 2 times of product of these adjacent sides B into C. Similarly, if I want to write down cos B, what is the value of cos B? A square plus C square minus B square, opposite square, by 2 times of product of the adjacent sides. Okay, these are about cosine rule. These sine rule and cosine rule are very important in solving some problems in type 2. Okay. Now we'll discuss the trigonometric ratios in case of a right angle triangle. Suppose there is a right angle triangle in which one angle of course 90 degrees and the other angle is theta. Okay. The side which is opposite to theta is called as opposite side, and theta, the side perpendicular side which is adjacent to the theta is adjacent side, and only one hypotenuse is there in case of right angle triangle. So what is sine theta? It is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. What is cos theta? It is adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is the tan theta? It is sine theta by cos theta, which is equal to opposite by adjacent. And what about cosecant theta? It is nothing but 1 by sine theta. So I can write which is equal to or sine, I'll write down again here, cosecant theta. Cosecant theta means a hypotenuse by opposite, and secant theta, hypotenuse by adjacent, and cot theta which is equal to cosecant by secant theta, and which is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios we have in trigonometry. So with these values I can write some few of the identities or some of the few of formulas, like sine and cosecant are equal to 1. Product of sine and cosecant is 1. And product of cos and secant is 1. Product of tan and cot is also 1. So these are the some of the formulas. Sine cosecant or cos secant or tan cot are multiplicative inverse to each other. We can write down those things. And not only that, we can write some other things also about when the angles are complementary or when the angles are supplementary, like this. Okay, but before that I'll tell you the trigonometric ratios for specific angles. Okay, just it is about revision. Just remember the values directly. Okay, 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. These are the specific angles we can learn in trigonometry. So what about sine? What about cos? What about tan? What about cosecant? What about secant? What about cot? Sine 0, 0. Sine is always increasing from 0 to 90. 30 is 1 by 2 and it is 1 by root 2 and it is root 3 by 2 and it is 1. Reverse of sine angles are cos. So it is 1 and it is root 3 by 2 and it is 1 by root 2 and 1 by 2 and 0. ఇటు నుంచి రాస్తే మనకి cos వస్తుంది అంతే. Tan means sine by cos 0 and it is 1 by root 3, 1 root 3 and infinity. Cosecant means 1 by sine, yes, 1 by 0, infinity, and it is 2 and it is root 2, 2 by root 3 and 1. Reversing of cos, cosecant is secant, because cosecant and secant are complementary trigonometric ratios. I'll tell you next. So secant 0 is 1 and it is 2 by root 3 and it is root 2 and 2 infinity. Cot, reversal of tan, that is infinity and it is root 3 and it is 1, 1 by root 3 and 0. So this is about the table regarding trigonometric ratios for some specific angles. Okay. And next, complementary trigonometric ratios. Complementary trigonometric ratios means sine and cos are complementary trigonometric ratios, and cosecant, secant are complementary trigonometric ratios, and tan and cot are also complementary trigonometric ratios. That means whenever there are two angles, alpha and beta, if sum of those two angles is 90, okay, then I can write one angle sine is equal to other angle cos, because sine and cos are complementary trigonometric ratios. Or suppose there is an angle 33 and 57 degrees. What about sum of these two angles? It is a 90. So that's why I can write sine of one angle is equal to cosine of other angle. Both are equal. Is it clear? Similarly, cosecant of 33 is equal to secant of 57, or cosecant of 57 is equal to secant of 33, like this. Okay. And next, trigonometric ratios for higher angles. For higher angles, we can have to remember using quadrant concept, that is all silver teacups, or all students take coffee, whatever the synonym you can use. Okay, the first letters are important. Okay, it is first quadrant, it is second quadrant, and it is third quadrant, and it is fourth quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. In second quadrant, S means sine and its inverse trigonometric ratios, that is sine and cosecant. In Q3, that is third quadrant, T means a tan and its multiplicative inverse, that is cot. In quadrant 4, that is fourth quadrant, C means cos and its multiplicative inverse secant are positive, remaining are negative. Okay, so once there is an angle 270 or 225 degrees, for suppose there is an angle 225 degrees, 225 degrees means it lies between 180 degrees to 270 degrees. So where is 180 degrees? For suppose there is a ray which starts from x-axis, that is 0 degrees. Okay, and positive y-axis means 90, next 180, next 270, next 360. That means when a ray completes one revolution, it completes 360 degrees. Next 360 plus 90, that is 450, 450 plus 90, 540, 540 plus 90, 630, 630 plus 90, that is 720. So each quadrant has 90 degrees of angle. Yes, so when I tell you, when I want to find out the value of sine of 225, sine 225, then how do you solve this? 225 means it lies between 180 to 270, that is Q3. Yes or no? Third quadrant. In third quadrant, sine is always a negative, so you have to write down negative, minus sign. And 225, here it is important. 225 can be written as 180 plus 45. Yes or no? 180 plus 45. Now 180 is even multiple or odd multiple? Even multiple. Whenever there is an even multiple, then how can you write down the sine or whatever the trigonometric ratio we have? Same trigonometric ratio you have to take, minus sine 45. What is the value of sine 45? 1 by root 2. So answer is minus 1 by root 2. Okay, I'll explain directly. Whenever there is a trigonometric ratio TR of n pi by 2 plus or minus theta is equal to plus or minus trigonometric ratio of same trigonometric ratio of theta when if n is even. I'll write down here. This is the simple thing. Or plus or minus trigonometric ratio, sorry, complementary trigonometric ratio, not trigonometric ratio. This complementary trigonometric ratio of theta if n is odd. That's it. So please remember, there is a trigonometric ratio, whether it is sine, cos, secant, tan, cot, cosecant, whatever it may be, plus in of some angle, and if that angle can be written as n, where is n is natural number, n pi by 2 plus or minus theta, which is equal to plus or minus, this plus or minus is based on the quadrant in which the angle lies, of if n is even, then you have to take the same trigonometric ratio of this angle. If suppose n is odd, then you have to take its complementary trigonometric ratio of theta. So now I'll take another example. Tan of 315 degrees. Tan 315 degrees. Okay. Tan 315 degrees means it lies in Q4. Q4 means I can write this angle as Q4 means a tan is a negative. Yes, so minus and 315 can be written as 360 minus 45 or 270 plus 45. Okay, 360 minus 45 or 270 plus 45. 360 is even multiple of 90. So when I write 360 minus 45, then what is the value I have to take? Same trigonometric ratio, tan of, already minus is there, tan of, since it is even multiple, I can take directly 45. Okay. Otherwise, if I take 270 plus 45, 270 is odd multiple. Now, when there is an odd multiple, then I have to take complementary trigonometric ratio minus alane untundi. What is the complementary trigonometric ratio of tan? Cot 45 degrees. Is it clear? Okay. Minus tan 45 means minus 1 or minus cot 45 means minus 1. In both the cases, you will get the same answer. Is it clear? Okay. For suppose there is a higher angle like this, secant of some 2760 degrees. For suppose a higher angle in the not 3 digits, for suppose 4 digits higher angle is given and you have to find out the value of this. How can you write down? How can you find out which quadrant it lies? First we have to know in which quadrant it lies. Yes or no? We don't know. 2760 means 0, 90, 180, 270, 360, 450, 630, 540, 630, 720 plus 90. It's not correct. Yes, then how can you solve it? Whenever there is a higher angle is given, so first what you have to do? You have to divide the angle with 90. You have to divide the angle with 90. 2760 divided by 90. Now tell me what is the value? 93s, 90 30s. 90 30s is how much? 2700 and 60 is the remaining angle. That's it. Yes or no? Is there any doubt? Okay. Now there is a quotient 30. Divide the quotient with 4. Divide the quotient with 4. Because 490s forms one revolution. 30 by 4. What is the remainder you are getting? 30 by 4 means remainder, not quotient. Remainder is 2. Because 4 sevens 28 and 2 is the remainder. So 2 remainder means 2 90s. 2 90s are out of 30 can be written as 4 into 7, 28 plus 2. Yes. So 7 revolutions are completed and 2 is the remaining. Okay. So 4 revolutions completed and 2 90s means 180 degrees plus 60. That means it lies in Q3. So in Q3, secant all silver T, it is a negative. It is negative. So minus, and 2760 can be written as 90 into 30 plus 60. So 30 is even multiple or odd multiple? Even multiple. Since it is an even multiple, you have to take the same trigonometric ratio secant remainder 60. Minus secant 60 means minus 2. That's it. So in this way, you have to find out the values of trigonometric ratios for higher angles. That's it. Okay. Now next formulas, the negative angles, trigonometric ratios for negative angles. Sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, and secant of cosecant of minus theta is minus cosecant theta, and tan of minus theta is minus tan theta, and cot of minus theta is minus cot theta. Except cos and secant of negative angles, all the values, that is sine, cosecant, tan and cot, have negative signs. But what about cos of minus theta? It is cos theta only. What about secant of minus theta? It is secant theta only. They are positive. But remaining all the trigonometric ratios are negative only. Okay. Next formulas are complementary angles and supplementary angles. When two angles sum is 90 degrees, okay, then what I told you, sine of one angle is equal to cos of other angle, or secant of one angle is a cosecant of other angle, because they are complementary trigonometric ratios, or tan alpha equal to cot of other angle, cot beta. From this I can write down sine alpha equal to cos beta. Cos beta can be written as 1 by secant beta. So sine alpha into secant beta equal to 1. Next, cos alpha, secant alpha can be written as 1 by cos alpha. Yes, cos alpha into cosecant beta is equal to 1. Tan alpha, cot beta can be written as 1 by tan beta. So tan alpha into tan beta equal to 1. That means what we can tell from these formulas, whenever two angles are complementary, these three formulas can satisfy. Otherwise, when these formulas is given, definitely the angles are complementary. For suppose there is a, find the value of tan 33 into tan 57. What is the value of tan 33 and 57? 33 and 57 are complementary. So when two angles are complementary, tan alpha into tan beta is 1. That's it. Otherwise, if tan 2x into tan of 3x minus 5 is equal to 1, then what is the value of x? Whenever product of tan of two angles is 1, definitely the angle sum is 90 degrees. Is it clear? Okay, it is about complementary. Next, supplementary angles. Sum of two angles is 180 degrees, then the angles are said to be supplementary. When the angles are supplementary, then we have some formulas. Cos alpha plus cos beta is 0, or secant alpha plus secant beta is 0, and tan alpha plus tan beta is 0, and cot alpha plus cot beta is 0. Except sine and cosecant, sum of trigonometric ratios of other angles are equal to 0. Okay, cos alpha plus cos beta, or secant alpha secant beta, tan alpha tan beta, cot alpha cot beta. It's not about product, it's about addition. అక్కడ product 1, ఇక్కడ addition అనేది 0 అవుతుంది. Okay, next we go to the trigonometric identities. Trigonometric identities. What are those three identities we have? Very, very important identities. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. And cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is 1. So these three are the most important identities in trigonometry. So from these values, sin square theta is 1 minus cos square theta, or cos square theta is 1 minus sin square theta. We can write down from this identity. Similarly, here secant square theta is 1 minus tan square theta, means secant square theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta. And also one more thing I can write down from here. It is in the form of a square minus b square. So a plus b into a minus b. So I can write down secant theta plus tan theta is equal to 1 by secant theta minus tan theta. Similarly, secant theta minus tan theta equal to 1 by secant theta plus tan theta. Same here also. Cosecant square theta equal to how much? 1 plus cot square theta. Similarly, cosecant theta minus cot theta is equal to 1 by cosecant theta plus cot theta, and cosecant theta plus cot theta equal to 1 by cosecant theta minus cot theta. Okay, these formulas are very, very important. Okay ఫ్రెండ్స్, చిన్న బ్రేక్ అనుకోండి. ఇది ఏం లేదు, మీకు సర్కిల్స్ అనే కాన్సెప్ట్ అనేది 20 వీడియోస్ లో చెప్పడం జరిగింది, అండ్ మొత్తం 22 hours, అండ్ ద కాస్ట్ ఈస్ 200 rupees. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద పెయిడ్ కోర్స్. సో మనం బేసిక్ గా జామెట్రీ అండ్ 2D మెన్సురేషన్ ఫ్రమ్ పాయింట్ దట్ ఈస్ లైన్స్ అండ్ యాంగిల్స్ నుంచి పాలిగాన్స్ వరకు చాలా క్లియర్ గా చెప్పడం జరిగింది. ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే సర్కిల్స్ కూడా కవర్ చేశాను, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ పెయిడ్ కోర్స్. అండ్ మనం దాంట్లో ఎన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కవర్ చేసాము అనేది చూసుకుంటే, సో చూడండి, మనకి ప్రతి కాన్సెప్ట్ కూడాను ప్రాక్టీస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, అలానే 2011-18 to 18 CGL మెయిన్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరిగింది టాపిక్ వైస్. ఓకే, సో 29 క్వశ్చన్స్, 40, 43, 56, టోటల్ 168 క్వశ్చన్స్ దాకా చెప్పాం. అండ్ టోటల్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ అవర్స్ ఇస్ 22 hours. సో మీకు ఇక్కడ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చెప్పే ముందు ప్రతి టాపిక్ కూడా ఫుల్ కాన్సెప్ట్ అనేది చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది క్రిస్టల్ క్లియర్ గా. ఓకేనా? సో మీకు ఈ మొత్తం వీడియో కోర్సెస్ తో కావాలి అంటే 200 rupees. అలా కాదు, ఓన్లీ ఈ క్వశ్చన్స్ కి సంబంధించిన PDF కావాలి అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ 40 rupees. ఓకేనా? టోటల్ 166 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ విత్ కీ మాత్రమే ఉంటుంది. నో సొల్యూషన్స్ ఆర్ ప్రొవైడెడ్ విత్ దిస్. కీ విల్ బి దేర్. ద ప్రాక్టీస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అండ్ ఆల్సో CGL మెయిన్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆన్ దీస్ పర్టిక్యులర్ టాపిక్స్. ఓకే, ఈ కోర్స్ మీరు తీసుకోవాలి అనుకునే ముందు మీకు డెమో వీడియోస్ అనేవి 3 ఉంటాయి. ఓకేనా? one is on perpendicular chords and another one is on secants and another one is on pair of circuits. ఓకేనా, ఈ 3 డెమో వీడియోస్ చూడండి, చూసాకే తీసుకోండి. ప్రతి టాపిక్ కూడా లైక్ దిస్ చూడండి. మీకు సర్కిల్స్ బేసిక్స్ తీసుకున్నారనుకోండి, ప్రతి దాని మీద కూడా మీకు 4 వీడియోస్ ఉంటాయి. పార్ట్ 1, పార్ట్ 2, పార్ట్ 3, పార్ట్ 4. ఏంటేంటి అంటే ప్రాపర్టీస్ అంటే కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది అండ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అనేది 1 or 2 వీడియోస్ లో ఉంటుంది అండ్ 4th one అండ్ లాస్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ మెయిన్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్, ప్రీవియస్ మెయిన్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్ డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. అలానే మనం ప్రతి టాపిక్ కూడా చెప్తాం, కార్డ్స్ కానీ అదర్వైజ్ ఇన్ టాంజెంట్స్ అండ్ సీకెంట్స్ లో కానీ. ఓకే, అండ్ పెయిర్ ఆఫ్ సర్కిల్స్, మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్ ఇన్ సర్కిల్స్ ఈజ్ పెయిర్ ఆఫ్ సర్కిల్స్. అందువల్ల మనం పెయిర్ ఆఫ్ సర్కిల్స్ కే మనం కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్పడానికి 3 వీడియోస్ లో నేను చెప్పాను. ఓకే, అండ్ ఫర్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చూసుకునేసరికి 2 వీడియోస్ ఫర్ ప్రాక్టీస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అండ్ 2 వీడియోస్ ఫర్ ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్స్. ఇలా మనం మొత్తం కూడా డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరిగింది. సో ఎవరైతే ఈ సర్కిల్స్ కోర్స్ తీసుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నారో వాళ్ళు ఎలా పర్చేజ్ చేయాలి అంటే గూగుల్ పే కానీ అదర్వైజ్ ఫోన్ పే కానీ. ఓకే, నెంబర్ అనేది 9490882754. ఈ నెంబర్కి మీరు ఆ అమౌంట్ పర్చేజ్ చేస్తే 200 రూపీస్ ఫర్ కోర్స్ అండ్ 40 రూపీస్ ఫర్ పీడిఎఫ్. ఆ పీడిఎఫ్ అనేది ఆటోమేటిక్గా కోర్స్ తీసుకున్న వాళ్ళకి ఇస్తాం. ఓకేనా, మీరు ఓన్లీ పీడిఎఫ్ కావాలి అంటే 40 రూపీస్ పే చేయండి. అదర్వైజ్ లేదు మా కోర్స్ కావాలంటే కోర్స్లోని ఆల్రెడీ పీడిఎఫ్ అనేది ఇంక్లూడ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా, అండ్ ఈ కోర్స్ పర్చేజ్ చేసేవాళ్ళు అంటే వీడియో కోర్స్ పర్చేజ్ చేసే వాళ్ళు మాత్రం ఖచ్చితంగా మీ మెయిల్ ఐడి అనేది ఖచ్చితంగా ఈ నెంబర్కి వాట్సాప్ చేయాలి. సో ఆ మెయిల్ ఐడిని యాడ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. దెన్ ఓన్లీ యూ కెన్ వాచ్ దోస్ వీడియోస్. ఓకేనా, సో నౌ విల్ గో టు ది మెయిన్ వీడియో. Next, important formulas in trigonometric ratios. First, sum or difference of the angles, that is sine of a plus b is equal to sine a cos b plus cos a sin b. Similarly, sine of a minus b is sine of a minus b is sine a cos b minus cos a sin b. Next, cos of a plus b is equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. And cos of a minus b equal to cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Similarly, we have other formulas also. Tan of a plus b is equal to tan a tan b, tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b. Observe the addition and subtractions. Similarly, tan of a minus b is tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b. And next, cot is also important. Cot of a plus b is equal to cot a cot b minus 1 by cot b plus cot b. Cot b plus cot a, yes, that's it. Cot of a minus b is equal to cot a cot b plus 1 by cot b minus cot a. These are the sum or the difference of the angles with whose trigonometric ratios are given. Okay, next, sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b is equal to sine square a. Whenever both signs are given, sine and sine, then both are sines also here. Sine square a minus sine square b, or cos square b minus cos square a. Both are sine or both are cos square a. For suppose cosines, cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b is given, product of these two, which is equal to cos square a minus sine square b. One is cos and another one is sine, which is also equal to cos square b minus sine square a. This is about product of the trigonometric ratios with the sum and difference of the angles are given. Okay, next one is multiple angles, that is 2 theta and 3 theta. What is the value of sine 2 theta? Here every multiple angle trigonometric ratios has different formulas based on the trigonometric ratio given. Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. It is the basic formula. When sin and cos is given, this is the formula. Otherwise, it is also can be written as 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta. When tan is given, then this is the formula. Similarly, for cos theta, cos 2 theta equal to cos square theta minus sin square theta. Okay, which is also equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1, which is also equal to 1 minus 2 sin square theta, which is also equal to 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. All formulas are important. Every formula is important. Okay, when you take this value, cos 2 theta equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. So from that, tell me the value of cos theta when 2 cos 2 theta is given. It is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2 under root. Similarly, if I take this value, cos 2 theta is 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Tell me the value of sin theta. It is equal to square root of 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Both are important. Okay. Next, what about tan 2 theta? Tan 2 theta is a sin 2 theta by cos 2 theta. So it is equal to 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square theta. Okay. Next, what about 3 thetas? 3 thetas are not much important for our exam, but sometimes you may ask 3 thetas angles also in SSC CGL Tier 2 exam. So let's see what about sin 3 theta. It is equal to 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. So from this we can derive one thing. Sin 3 theta by sin theta is equal to 3 minus 4 sin square theta. 3 minus 4 sin square theta, which is equal to 1 plus 2 cos 2 theta. Okay. Next, what is the value of cos 3 theta? It is equal to 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So cos 3 theta by cos theta equal to how much? 4 cos square theta minus 3, which is equal to 2 cos 2 theta minus 1. Okay. Is it clear? So if you take this as first expression and it is second expression, if I subtract this from first equation, tell me what is the answer? 2 cos theta cancel and 1 minus of minus 1 is 2. So there is one formula you have to remember: sin 3 theta by sin theta minus cos 3 theta by cos theta is always equal to 2. For suppose in your exam, sin 54 by sin 18 minus cos 54 by cos 18 is equal to how much? Whenever there is a question like this and 18, 54 are not specific angles, then how do you find out? How do you find out the value? Which is equal to 2. Of course 2. Why? Because if I take theta at 18 degrees as theta, 18 into 3, 54 is 3 theta. So it is also 3 theta and it is theta. So this is also one of the important formula you have to remember. And next, tan 3 theta, which is equal to 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. This is the direct formula for tan 3 theta. And next thing, not only specific angles 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. When you are preparing for an exam like SSC CGL Tier 2, definitely you have to remember some other angles. What are those other angles? 15 degrees, 18 degrees, 22.5 degrees and also 36 degrees. These are also very important for exam. Okay, I'll tell you trigonometric ratios of these angles like sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. Okay. Sin 15 is how much? Root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. cos root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. So sin by cos is tan. So tan 15 is root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2 by root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. 2 root 2 2 root 2 cancel. What is the value? Root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1. After rationalizing, you will get 2 minus root 3. So whenever tan 15 is given, directly what is the answer? 2 minus root 3. And next, sin 18. Sin 18 is root 5 minus 1 by 4. And cos 18 is root over 10 plus 2 root 5 by 4. And tan 18 is root 5 minus 1 by root over 10 plus 2 root 5. That is sin by cos. I already proved these values in my trigonometric playlist. Whenever if you have doubts, please watch them. And sin 22 end of root over root 2 minus 1 by 2 root 2. And cos is root over root 2 plus 1 by 2 root 2. And tan is root 2 minus 1. What about 36 degrees? Sin 36 is root over 10 minus 2 root 5 by 4. And cos 36 is root 5 minus 1 by 4. And tan is root over 10 minus 2 root 5 by root 5 minus 1. That is sin by cos. Out of these formulas, some are very important. One is sin 18 and another one is cos 36 and another one is tan 15 and tan 22 and all. These four are most important for your exam. Okay. If you don't want to prepare or if you don't want to remember all the formulas, please remember these four values. That's it. Is it clear? Next, sum and difference of trigonometric ratios. Sum or difference. That is sin A plus sin B or sin A minus sin B or cos A plus cos B or cos A minus cos B. Sum or difference of the trigonometric ratios and for only sin and cos, not for tan. What is the first formula? 2 sin of A plus B by 2. These are also important. From 2017 onwards, CGL exam was asking these type of questions in type 2. Cos A minus B by 2. Sin of A minus B. It is a 2 cos A plus B by 2. Sin A minus B by 2. What about cos? When I take cos, all are cos or all are sin. So it is equal to 2 cos A plus B by 2 cos A minus B by 2. Cos A minus cos B, it is all sines. 2 sin A plus B by 2 sin B minus A by 2, which very important. If you want to write down here sin of A minus B by 2, then put negative here. Otherwise, you have to write down as sin of B minus A by 2. Okay. So from these values, I can derive some other values, that is the sin of sum of the values and sin of difference of the values. What about the addition of these values and what about the subtraction of these values? And similarly for cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B, cos of A plus B minus cos of A minus B. So what is this? 2 sin A cos B. It is a 2 cos A sin B. And it is a 2 cos A cos B. And it is a 2 sin A sin B with negative minus. Okay. So these are the formulas you have to remember in sum and difference of the trigonometric ratios. Okay. Next, important models or important formulas in trigonometric ratios. I'll tell you one by one, just revise. Okay. So the first one is whenever 1 plus secant theta plus tan theta into 1 minus of cosecant theta minus cot theta is given, this value is always 2. Okay. And the second important one is cot theta plus tan theta is always equal to 2 cosecant 2 theta. Cot theta minus tan theta is always equal to 2 cot 2 theta. Important formulas all these. Okay. Next, If tan theta, this is another important, tan theta plus sin theta is m and tan theta minus sin theta is m, or tan and sin are cot and cos. Cot theta plus cos theta is m and cot theta minus cos theta is m. Whatever thing is there, if this is given or this is given, whatever may be. Then finally m square minus n square is always equal to 4 root mn. 4 root mn. If anybody want proofs for these formulas or for these models, definitely you have to purchase my class notes. Okay. Otherwise, you can watch my videos which I may post in future. Okay. I'll post all the videos in future, but if you don't want to wait, then please purchase my class notes. Next, fourth formula is whenever a tan theta plus b cot theta is equal to m and a tan theta minus b cot theta is equal to n, then definitely m square minus n square is always equal to 4ab. Is m square minus n square equal to 4ab. Here tan and cot is given. Please observe tan and cot. And one is plus and one is minus. And next, fifth one. Whenever a sin theta plus b cos theta is equal to m and b sin theta minus a cos theta is equal to n. First observe this. Coefficient of sin is what? A. Coefficient of cos is b. They have to interchange in the next equation. Sin theta coefficient is b and cos theta coefficient is a. And the signs are also changed. One is plus and one is minus. Then a square plus b square is always equal to m square plus n square. Okay. For suppose if here minus is there, then here plus. Okay. Then also same formula. Similarly, there is sixth one. A secant theta plus b tan theta is equal to m and b secant theta plus a tan theta is equal to n. Please observe, coefficient of secant is a, coefficient of tan is b. In the next equation, they have to interchange. B should be the coefficient of secant and a should be the coefficient of tan, and never change the sign. Here if it is plus, here also plus. If here it is minus, then here also minus. Then a square minus b square equal to m square minus n square. Very, very nice models these are. Okay. Is it clear? Next one. Seventh. A cosecant theta plus b cot theta is equal to m and b cosecant theta plus a cot theta is equal to n. Same like secant and tan. Cosecant coefficient is a and cot coefficient b, and they should be interchanged in the next equation. Cosecant coefficient is b and cot coefficient is a. And sign never change. If here plus, here also plus. If here minus, here also minus. Okay. If those values are given as m and n, same as secant and cot, secant and tan, a square minus b square equal to m square minus n square. Okay. In the exam, you may get sin theta plus cos theta equal to 1 by 2. Then what is the value of sin theta minus cos theta? How do you solve it? Here if you observe sin theta coefficient 1, cos theta coefficient 1. Here cos coefficient and sin coefficient are interchanged, and here plus and here minus. So what is the equation you have to remember? A square plus b square equal to m square plus n square. Yes or no? What are a and b? 1 and 1. So 1 square plus 1 square equal to 1 by 2 whole square, and you have to find out n. So directly, easily you can find out the value of en. That's it. So that's why these formulas are very, very important in exam. Next, whenever sum of the angles or difference of the angles is theta, some particular angle, then tan A plus tan B. If I take 1 minute, I'll take first plus only. Okay. Tan A, if sum of the angles is theta, then sum of the tans plus product of the tans of all the given angles, that is tan A, tan B, tan theta, is always equal to tan of the given angle theta. For suppose difference of the angles is theta, then difference of the tans minus product of the tans is equal to theta. Is it clear? For suppose this theta is 45 degrees or 225 degrees, then I can directly tell you tan A, 1 plus tan A into 1 plus tan B is always equal to 2. For suppose the difference of angles is 45 or 225, then 1 plus tan A into 1 minus tan B is 2. Okay. Next, if a difference or sum of the angles is theta or 45 degrees, then there is a particular formula in cots, that is 1 minus cot A into 1 minus cot B is 2. If difference is 45, then you have to write down here plus. Okay, A minus B is theta, then it is nothing but A plus minus B is theta. So in place of B you have to write down minus B, that's it. Is it clear? Sum of angles is theta, then sum of the tans plus product of the tans is theta, tan of that angle. If difference is given, difference of the tans minus product of the all the tan values is equal to tan of the given angle. If theta is particularly 45 or 225, then this is the formula in tans and it is the formula in cots. Is it clear? Next, if sum of the angles or a difference of the angles is 60 degrees, sum or difference, then we have two particular formulas in sine. What are those? Sine square A plus sine square B plus sine A sine B. Sine A sine B is always equal to 3 by 4. And cos square A plus cos square B minus cos A cos B is also equal to 3 by 4. For each formula I already proved in my class notes. Okay, anybody want, please purchase it. So whenever two angles sum or two angles difference is 60, then these two formulas are important in case of sine and cos. Okay. Next, about three angles. Whenever sum of three angles A plus B plus C is 90 degrees, okay, sum of three angles is 90, then sum of the cots of the angles cot A plus cot B plus cot C is equal to product of the cots cot A, cot B, cot C. And second one is product of or sum of product of any two tans is 1, that is tan A tan B plus tan B tan C plus tan C tan A. Sum of product of any two tans is equal to 1. This condition satisfies when sum of three angles is 90. There is another formula when sum of three angles is 180, or if the angles are vertices of the triangle. In the triangle also sum of three angles is 180, na? So in a triangle is given or sum of three angles is 180, then sum of the tans is equal to product of the tans. Tan A plus tan B plus tan C equal to tan A, tan B, tan C. And second formula, sum of product of any two cots is equal to 1. Cot A, cot B, cot C plus cot C, cot A is equal to 1. Is it clear? Okay. And next, sine theta, sine alpha minus theta, sine alpha plus theta is always equal to 1 by 4 sine 3 theta, where alpha is 60 degrees or 120 degrees or 240 degrees or 300 degrees. Theta is any angle. Okay, Sin theta, sin alpha minus theta and sin alpha plus theta. Their product is 1 by 4 sin 3 theta. Similarly, cos theta, cos alpha minus theta, cos alpha plus theta is 1 by 4 cos 3 theta. If I want tan theta, tan alpha minus theta, tan alpha plus theta. In all the cases, alpha values are these. Okay, it is equal to tan 3 theta because 1 by 4 cancel. So tan 3 theta. These three formulas are also important. Okay. When we have addition, so basically if alpha is 60, that means sin theta into sin 60 minus theta into sin 60 plus theta. What is the value? 1 by 4 sin 3 theta. But when I have addition or subtraction, that is sin theta plus sin 60 plus theta minus sin 60 minus theta is equal to how much? 2 sin theta plus and minus is there. Not multiplication, addition and subtraction. Similarly, cos theta plus cos 60 plus theta, all should be plus. Cos 60 minus theta is equal to 2 cos theta. Similarly, for tan theta plus tan 60 plus theta minus tan 60 minus theta is equal to 3 tan 3 theta. 3 tan 3 theta. Sir, how can we get a quotient from this? Most of the people has doubt in this. How can we get a quotient? Directly you may get some quotients like this. What are those? For suppose example, tan 15, okay, tan 75 minus tan 45 is equal to how much? Sir, I know the value of tan 15, you already told me. I know tan 75 from the tan 15. If you remember the values, then it is okay. Tan 15 is 2 minus root 3. Okay, like that. But if you remember directly this value, what is the value of this value? 3 tan 3 theta. Theta is 15, so 3 into 15, 45 degrees. What is the value of tan 45? 1, 3 into 1, 3 is the direct answer. So that's why you have to remember these formulas. Okay. Similarly, I'll tell you one more formula here. That is cot. Cot is also important. Cot theta plus cot 60 plus theta minus cot 60 minus theta is equal to 3 cot 3 theta. If tan is there, 3 tan 3 theta. If cot is there, 3 cot 3 theta. Okay. Next important formula, that is cos square theta plus cos square alpha minus theta and cos square plus cos square alpha plus theta is equal to same as sin square theta plus sin square alpha plus theta, alpha minus, first minus, alpha minus theta plus sin square alpha plus theta is equal to, both are equal to 3 by 2, where alpha is 60 or 120 or 240 or 300. Here addition, but we have squares. Okay, please remember that. Whenever cos square or sin square, in both the cases you will get the direct value 3 by 2. For suppose in your exam, find the value of sin square 10, sin square 50 plus sin square 70. Okay, sin square 10 plus sin square 50 plus sin square 70 means how much? It is equal to 3 by 2. Because if I take theta is a 10 degrees, then 50 can be written as 60 minus 10 and it is written as 60 plus 10. So directly what is the answer? 3 by 2, because which is in the form of this. Okay. And next and last formula in trigonometry important model, that is cos cube theta plus cos cube 120 minus theta plus cos cube 120 plus theta is always equal to 3 by 4 cos 3 theta. It is particularly for 120 degrees. Okay, cos cube theta and cos cube plus cos cube 120 minus theta plus cos cube 120 plus theta is always equal to 3 by 4 cos 3 theta. So these are the important models or important formulas in trigonometric ratios. Friends, again a small break. సో సర్కిల్స్ లానే మనం మెన్సురేషన్ 3D పెయిడ్ కోర్స్ కూడా చెప్పడం జరిగింది. సో టోటల్ 3D మెన్సురేషన్ ఎవ్రీ టాపిక్స్ చూసారు ఇక్కడ మనకి ప్రిజమ్స్ నుంచి రిమూవల్ ఆఫ్ ఎర్త్ ఈ ప్రతి టాపిక్ వైజ్ ప్రాక్టీస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అంటే కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్తూ నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాక్టీస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అలానే CGL 2011 టు మెయిన్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అలాంటివి డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. సో ఓవరాల్ గా ఇది మనకి 40 వీడియోస్ లో చెప్పడం జరిగింది. సారీ 44 వీడియోస్ అండ్ 44 hours. ఓకే అండ్ టోటల్ కాస్ట్ ఈస్ 500 రూపీస్. సో మొత్తం ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఎన్ని డిస్కస్ చేసామంటే కాన్సెప్ట్ కాకుండా 323 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అనేవి డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరిగింది. సో ఇప్పుడు ఈ 323 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ పీడిఎఫ్ మాత్రమే కావాలనుకుంటే దిస్ కాస్ట్ అబౌట్ 50 రూపీస్. అంటే మీకు ఓన్లీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆ పీడిఎఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ విత్ కీ ఓన్లీ కీ మాత్రమే ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది, సొల్యూషన్స్ కాదు. ఓకేనా, ఇవన్నీ కూడా టాపిక్ వైజ్ చెప్తున్నాం. అలానే మీకు టాపిక్ వైజ్ సెగ్రిగేట్ చేసి ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. అలా కాదు మీరు కోర్స్ తీసుకోవాలంటే 500 రూపీస్. అండ్ చూడండి ఈ కోర్స్ తీసుకునే ముందు మీకు 11 డెమో వీడియోస్ ఉన్నాయి. పిరమిడ్ ఫార్మ్డ్ బై కటింగ్ ఆఫ్ క్యూబ్ అండ్ సిలిండర్స్ లో 2D to 3D ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్ and largest sphere inscribed in a tetrahedron, cone formed by folding of a sector, and largest sphere inscribed in a cone inscribed in a cylinder, largest cone inscribed in a sphere, and cutting of sphere, and last three are cuboid and cube in a hemisphere, and pyramid or cone drilled from a solid figure, and volume of the water that can just immerse the ball. These are the 11 demo videos I am providing you for free. ఈ వీడియోస్ అన్నీ కూడా మనకి మెయిన్ కోర్సులో కూడా చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది. ఈ వీడియోస్ చూసి మీకు 3D మెన్సురేషన్ అవసరమా లేకపోతే ఈ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ మీకు తెలియవు అనుకున్నా కూడా ఖచ్చితంగా కోర్స్ తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకేనా, ఈ కోర్సులోని ప్రతి టాపిక్ కి అంటే సబ్ టాపిక్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో వాటిలో 4 వీడియోస్ అనేవి ఉంటాయి. ఒకటి ఫుల్ కాన్సెప్ట్, దానికి సంబంధించిన కాన్సెప్ట్. ఇన్స్క్రైబింగ్ ఫిగర్స్, దిస్ ఈస్ ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాన్సెప్ట్ నౌ డేస్ 3D మెన్సురేషన్ లో ప్రతి టాపిక్ కి చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అంటే ప్రాక్టీస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అండ్ ప్రీవియస్ మెయిన్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్, ఇలా 4 వీడియోస్ గా ప్రతిదీ చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది. ఫర్ సపోజ్ దట్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఈజ్ మోర్ ఎక్కువ టైం తీసుకుంటుంది అంటే కాన్సెప్ట్ ని మళ్ళీ 2 వీడియోస్ లో చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇలా ప్రిజమ్స్ కి, అంతేకాకుండా క్యూబాయిడ్స్ కి, క్యూబ్స్ కి, నెక్స్ట్ సిలిండర్స్ అనేది కొంచెం లెందీ టాపిక్ కాబట్టి ఇట్ టుక్ 7 వీడియోస్. అండ్ పిరమిడ్స్ అండ్ ఆల్సో కోన్స్ కూడా కొంచెం లెందీ టాపిక్. And next spheres and hemispheres and also extra topics. అవి కాకుండా మనకి ఇలా ఎక్స్ట్రా టాపిక్స్ ఉంటాయి. రిమూవల్ ఆఫ్ సాలిడ్ ఫిగర్ అండ్ రేట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్లో అండ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ ఇన్ వాటర్ లెవెల్ అండ్ ఫిల్లింగ్ ఆఫ్ ల్యాండ్ ఆర్ సాయిల్ టేకెన్ ఫ్రమ్ ది సమ్వేర్. ఓకే, సో ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనకి ఎక్స్ట్రా టాపిక్స్ కింద ఉంటాయి. టోటల్ 44 పార్ట్స్ 44 వీడియోస్ లో మనం చెప్పడం జరిగింది. సో కాబట్టి ఎవరైతే ఈ 3D మెన్సురేషన్ డౌట్ ఉందో వాళ్ళకి బేసిక్స్ నుంచి ఫుల్ లెంత్ కాన్సెప్ట్ అనేది చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది. కాబట్టి ఈ కోర్స్ ఖచ్చితంగా యూజ్ అవుతుంది. అండ్ ద టోటల్ కాస్ట్ ఈస్ జస్ట్ 500 రూపీస్. పీడిఎఫ్ మాత్రమే కావాలంటే 50 రూపీస్. ఈ 500 రూపీస్ కోర్స్ తీసుకున్న వాళ్ళకి 50 రూపీస్ పీడిఎఫ్ అనేది ఖచ్చితంగా ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, ఎలా మీరు పర్చేజ్ చేయాలంటే లైక్ సర్కిల్స్ కోర్స్ లానే ఫోన్ పే కానీ గూగుల్ పే కానీ ఏ నెంబర్కి చేయాలమ్మా, సేమ్ నెంబర్ 9490882754 కింద స్క్రోల్ అవుతున్న నెంబర్ కూడా ఇదే. ఈ నెంబర్కి మీరు అమౌంట్ పే చేసి ఆ స్క్రీన్ షాట్ని ఈ నెంబర్కి వాట్సాప్ చేయండి. అలానే మీ మెయిల్ ఐడి అనేది ఖచ్చితంగా ఇవ్వాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఓకేనా, సో మీకు మెన్సురేషన్ 3D అనేది చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ ప్రిపేరింగ్ ఫర్ DO మెయిన్స్ ఆర్ SSC CGL. Okay, now we'll go to the main video. Next, maxima and minima of trigonometric functions. So definitely minimum of one question will come from maxima and minima of trigonometric functions. So I'll tell you direct table. So I'll tell you if a function is given and what is the maximum value and what is its minimum value. Okay, for suppose the value function is sine n theta or cos n theta. N is a natural number. Okay, sine n theta or cos n theta, the minimum value, it is minimum and it is maximum. The minimum value is -1 and maximum value is +1. So sine n theta or cos n theta lies between always -1 to 1. Whereas sine square n theta or cos square n theta, its minimum value is 0 and maximum value is +1. What about cosecant? Cosecant n theta or secant n theta, or cosecant square n theta or secant square n theta, tan n theta or cot n theta, tan square n theta or cot square n theta. So these are some basic trigonometric functions. Okay. So what is the minimum value of cosecant n theta? It is minus infinity and maximum value is plus infinity. We can't tell which is minimum or which is maximum. But the minimum value of cosecant square n theta is 1. This is important, and maximum value is infinity. In case of tan n theta or cot n theta, minimum value is minus infinity and maximum value is plus infinity. Whereas tan square n theta, it is 0 and it is infinity. So based on the graphs of these trigonometric functions, we can decide which is minimum and which is maximum. Okay. And the next trigonometric functions, important trigonometric functions are a sin theta plus b cos theta and a sin square theta plus b cos square theta. Okay. When a sin theta plus b cos theta is given, what is the minimum value and what is the maximum value? Minimum value is minus under root a square plus b square. Maximum is plus under root a square plus b square. Whereas a sin square theta plus b cos square theta is given, and if there are two conditions here, a is greater than b and b is greater than a. So please remember, it is very easy. In the values a and b, which value is maximum, that is the maximum value, and which value is minimum, that is the minimum value of the total trigonometric function. Is it clear? For suppose if a less b greater than a means b is higher value, so the maximum value is b. A is minimum value, so minimum value of the trigonometric function is a. For suppose in the exam, find the minimum value of 10 sin square theta plus 4 cos square theta. You have to find the minimum value. So minimum means out of these two numbers, which is the least, that is the minimum value of this function. 4 is the minimum value. If you want to find the maximum value of this trigonometric function out of these two coefficients, which one is maximum? 10 is maximum. So maximum value of the trigonometric function is 10. That's it. Very simple to remember. Okay. Next. A sin square theta and b cosecant square theta. It's a trigonometry, it's complementary trigonometric ratio. Similarly, a cos square theta plus b secant square theta. Okay. Next, a tan square theta plus b cot square theta. I am telling you cot square. Okay. In all these cases, we have some different things. That is, when a is greater than b, I am talking about these two. First, two conditions, a is greater than b, and what about a less than b? What about minimum and maximum values? When a is greater than b, the minimum value is 2 root ab. When a is less than b, the minimum value is a plus b. A is less than, please remember, a is less than means coefficient of sine square or cos square is less than the coefficient of its complementary trigonometric function. Okay, so maximum value is always infinity, plus infinity. But in case of tan and cot, irrespective of the relation between a and b, whether a is greater than b or less than b, the minimum value is 2 root ab and the maximum value is of course infinity. Okay, these are three important formulas in trigonometric functions, maximum and minimum. Okay, next, some other formulas are also there. Those are a secant square theta plus b tan square theta and A secant square theta plus B cosecant square theta and A secant theta plus B cosecant theta. A secant and B tan. A secant square theta plus B tan square theta is given. Then what is the minimum value? It is always coefficient of secant square theta A. So what is the coefficient of secant square theta A? That is the minimum value, and maximum value is infinity. Whereas A secant square and B cosecant square is given, then minimum value is root A plus root B whole square. Maximum is infinity. Whereas only secant and cosecant is given, not square is given, then A power 2 by 3 plus B power 2 by 3 whole to the power of 3 by 2. This is the minimum value, and maximum value is infinity. Is it clear? These are all these are one type. Okay, for suppose in the exam, find the minimum value of 10 secant square theta plus 15 tan square theta. So what is the answer? Directly you can write down the minimum value means coefficient of secant square. 10 is the answer. Is it clear? Next. Other type. Sin power n theta, cos power n theta. Multiplication of sin power n theta and cos power n theta. And sin power 2m theta plus cos to the power of 2n theta. Here powers are different but should be even powers. Okay, here powers are same and multiplication. Here addition. Okay, what about minimum and maximum values? When powers are same and multiplication is given, you have two things. One, n is even and another one is n is odd. Okay, if n is even, the minimum value is 0 and maximum value is 1 by 2 power n. If n is odd, minimum value is minus 1 by 2 power n and maximum value is plus 1 by 2 power n. Okay. Whereas addition and different powers and powers should be even, then what is the minimum value? To get the minimum value, you have to substitute theta equal to 45 degrees in the given function. Okay, the value obtained after putting theta equal to 45 degrees is the minimum value, and the maximum value is always 1. For suppose in the exam, find the minimum value of sin power 4 theta plus cos power 6 theta. It is in the form of sin power even power theta and cos to the power of even power theta. Yes, so put theta equal to 45 degrees. So what is the value you are getting? That is the minimum value. What is the maximum value means? It is always equal to 1. That's it. Is it clear? So these are the formulas you have to remember in maxima and minima of trigonometric functions. Okay. Next, last topic in trigonometry is heights and distances. Heights and distances is very important topic, and definitely will get more than 2 questions from heights and distances in Tier 2 of SSC CGL. So I will tell you different types in heights and distances. Whenever there is a triangle such that one angle is 30 and there is another triangle, if one angle, all are right angle triangles 45 and another right angle triangle 60 degrees. Whenever 30, 45, 60 degrees right angle triangles are there, then we can assume or we can take the values units measurement as the side which is opposite to 30 degrees is 1 and adjacent to its angle is root 3 and it is 2 parts. Okay, that is because tan that is 1 by root 3, that is opposite by adjacent side. Opposite side represent if one part, then adjacent side represent root 3 parts. And what about a hypotenuse? 2 parts. If 45 degrees is there, if it is one part, then it is also one part and it is root 2 parts. 60 degrees right angle triangle is there, then what about parts? Root 3, 1 and it is 2 parts. Sir, what are you telling in from these diagrams? Means whenever a person is observing the tower, when observing the top of the tower with an elevation 60 degrees, and if the distance between the person and the tower is 10 meters, then what about the height of the tower? then you can simply remember this diagram because 60 degrees is the angle of elevation. Whenever 60 degrees is there, then it is root 3 parts and it is 1 part and it is 2 parts. 1 part represent 10 meters. What about root 3 parts? That is height of the tower. That is 10 root 3 meters. So using these unit measurements or using this unit concept, you can easily find out the values in heights and distances in very quicker time. Okay, that's why you have similar models like this. I'll tell you all the models in a very less time. Please remember, whenever there are models like this, if the angle of elevation changes from 15 degrees to 30 degrees, or if the angle of elevation changes from 30 degrees to 45 degrees, or if the angle of elevation changes from 30 to 60, 30 degrees to 60, or if the angle of elevation changes from 45 to 60. These are only models of changing of elevation. Okay, we have only 4 models. Okay, so when 1530 degrees is given, the units concept 30 degrees opposite, sorry, 1, it is 1 and it is root 3 parts and it is 2 parts. It is only 2 parts and it is root 3 parts. Total 2 plus root 3 parts. When 3045 is there, then it is 1, it is also 1 part, and since it is 1 by root 3, so total root 3 parts. What about this? Root 3 minus 1 part. When 30 degrees, 60 degrees is given, it is root 3 parts and it is 1 part and total 3 parts and it is 2 parts. It is all the application of tangent, tan 30, tan 60, tan 45 only. When 45 degrees, 60 degrees is given, 60 means root 3 and 1. 45 means root 3, then it is also root 3. But what about this? Root 3 minus 1. This distance is root 3 minus 1 parts. This is very interesting concept in heights and distances, that is units concept. If you apply this you can solve the problems in very quicker time. Okay, this is about type 1. Next, type 2 models. Type 2 models are based on the complementary angles. Okay, for suppose the angle of elevation changes from alpha to beta, and alpha and beta are complementary angles. Alpha and beta are complementary angles. Then the height of the tower h is equal to root over AB. What is A and B? These are the distances from the points. These are distances from the points to the bottom of the tower. When the angles are complementary, then h is equal to square root of the product of the distances from the points to bottom of the tower. Okay. In the same type 2, there is another model. For suppose the angle of elevations from bottom of one tower to the other tower are complementary if it is alpha and it is beta. These are 2 towers and the elevations from the bottom of one tower to the top of the other towers are complementary if the angle sum is 90 degrees, then x is equal to square root of AB. What is x? It is the distance between the towers, and A and B are the heights of the towers. So the distance between the towers is always equal to the product of the heights of the towers under root. But the condition should be these angles are complementary. Okay, this is second. In the same complementary, that is type 2, there is another model, that is between the towers, between 2 towers, there is a point. From that point, if the elevations to the top of the tower are complementary, if it is alpha and if it is beta, and alpha plus beta is 90 degrees, then product of the distances from this point to the bottom of the towers, if it is x and it is y, then xy is equal to AB. What are AB? These are heights of the towers. Okay, from the point which is between the towers, if the angle of elevations to the top of the towers are complementary, then the product of the distances from the point to the bottom of the tower is equal to the product of the heights of the towers. This is third point. So in the type 2, you have 3 models and each model is very, very important. Okay, and next type 3. There is a spherical balloon of radius r subtends an angle alpha at the eye of an observer. If the angle of elevation of its center, this is the bottom. If the angle of elevation of its center is beta, then height of the balloon from the ground to its center, is always equal to r cosecant alpha by 2 sine beta. Very, very important formula. Okay. Next, type 4, fourth type. Suppose there are three angles, that is elevations are changes from alpha to 2 alpha and 2 alpha to 3 alpha, and the distance between these 2 points is a, then height of the tower h is equal to a sine 2 alpha. Okay, that is a into sine of the middle angle, and here the angle should be in multiples of each other, alpha, 2 alpha, 3 alpha. Okay. Next, last type, that is also important, like mountains type. What are this mountain type? There is a mountain of a height h. Okay. Initially, from the bottom of the mountain, a person moves slantly. Initially, the elevation from the ground or from the bottom is some 45 degrees. And if a person moves slantly on the mountain with an elevation 30 degrees, and the distance he traveled is some a units, and from this point, the elevation changes to 60 degrees. This is 30 and it is 45 and it is 60. Then height of the mountain is equal to root 3 plus 1 by 2 into a. Okay. This is type 5 loni first model. When the angles are 45, 30 and 60, then height of the mountain is root 3 plus 1 by 2 into a. For suppose the elevations, like initially the height of the mountain is h, and from the bottom of the mountain, if the elevation is 30 degrees, and if we move slantly with an elevation 15 degrees to the bottom, and he traveled some a units, okay, and from this point, if the elevation is 45 degrees, then height of the mountain is equal to root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2 into distance traveled a. These two properties or these two formulas are very, very important in case of tier 2 exam. Okay, please remember the angles 30, 15, 45 means root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2 into a. If the angles are 45, 30 and 60, then the height of the mountain is root 3 plus 1 by 2 into a. Okay, so these are the main important formulas in trigonometry. So I hope you are enjoying the total session, and please revise these properties or these formulas definitely before the mains exam, then you can crack it for sure. Thank you. Thank you very much, friends. All the best for your exams, and for more PDFs, follow my blogs. One is iasmathematics.blogspot.com, and in this blogspot you will get PDFs for arithmetic. So arithmetic సంబంధించి ప్రతి టాపిక్ కి కూడా మీకు క్వశ్చన్స్ విత్ సొల్యూషన్స్, రిటర్న్ సొల్యూషన్స్ అనేవి ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది, and all PDFs are free. And another blog is sscpuremaths.blogspot.com. So in this blog you will get pure maths related PDFs. Okay, so కాబట్టి ఈ 2 బ్లాగ్స్ అనేవి ఒకసారి విజిట్ చేయండి, PDFs ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకొని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి, అండ్ దోస్ ఆర్ సఫిషియంట్ ఫర్ నార్మల్ లెవెల్ ఎగ్జామ్స్, అంటే లైక్ SSC CHSL కానీ RRB NTPC ఇలాంటి చిన్న లెవెల్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ కి ఖచ్చితంగా సరిపోతాయి. బట్ SSC CGL మెయిన్స్ ఆర్ DAO మెయిన్స్ ఆర్ SI and కానిస్టేబుల్ మాత్రం you have to watch my videos full and also purchase some courses also. Thank you. Have a good day. Jai Hind.